Upside down wildlife, assorted fonts, and Gingrich on the moon again. This is Tell It to Someone. Oh, greetings and welcome to Tell It to Someone, the only show where I wasn't ready. First question is from post-surge operative. If only the only way we could finally be rid of Newton Leroy Gingrich is to build a moon colony, then it's worth the investment. But if you put Newt Gingrich on the moon, how could you tell? Next question is from Achievement 300. If you could tweak the nose of anyone in the world, who would it be? Well, Ron Paul already seems to be a bit tweaked, so I'd probably tweak his nose, mostly because you know, I'd get all the gold that's in his nose. I'm not calling him a leprechaun or anything, even though he looks a little bit leprechaunish, but mostly it's because that's where he keeps his gold. That's why he wants to get back onto the gold standard, because he see, I keep my gold in my maybe I should have flossed. Next question is from Alice Barber. If a picture's painted 1,000 words, can we read them? And are they painted in a swirly artistic style, or more like a normal printed test? If the latter, which typeface would be used? Well, I saw that. Not. Next question. Joe Freddy FSM asks, when my interdimensional portal is completed, will my UK passport be valid to travel through it, or will I need to apply for a visa? If a visa is required, where do I get one from? No, actually, unless it's actually in an airport or something, you probably won't need a passport and visa. However, see, the thing is, interdimensionally, you're not always sure that the biological systems are compatible. So what you're going to need is a full life support system, because even if there is biology in the other dimensions, it might not be compatible with our specific carbon-based form of life. And the last question is from, it's a bunch of them from California Sun. And he wrote them upside down. Dear Dangerously Talented, is it weird being Australian all the time? Do you ever feel like all the blood is rushing to your head? And do birds fly upside down in Australia? Well, firstly, no. They don't fly upside down. They fly the right side up. I mean, relative to you, of course, it's not. But yeah, it's like, you know, something. Next question. Whatever happened to Natalie Tramwire's community channel really like? Well, she's really quiet, I think. I couldn't hear her, but she's in Sydney. And I don't know what she's done lately. She's probably, like, sitting somewhere. Next question. Do you celebrate the recent Atheist Aussie Day? No. No, because I'm Dangerously Talented, and Dangerously Talented Day is not for 3 months-ish. Depending on, you know, who's throwing it, because I don't know. It's a surprise thing, and I'm not supposed to know. Has there ever been an attempt to fix the toilet so they flush the right way? Yes. Yes. they were flashing upwards for a while, and the place was full of sewage. But they fixed that. We had the plumber over, and then he planted listening devices because Richard Nixon sent him. And then we had those listening devices ripped out, and I put one in my camera because I needed a microphone. And then we got a real plumber in, and he fixed the toilet, and now it goes down and out to the sewage treatment plant, because we actually treat our sewage instead of flushing it straight out to sea to feed the fish, because sometimes we eat fish and we don't like them eating sewage. Anyway, so yes, I think. How come we never see kangaroos in your videos, or koala bears? Are you really Australian, and do you have proof? Yes, I'm really Australian, and koalas aren't bears, by the way. They're marsupials. They're koala marsupials, and you can tell because they've got pouches. Well, the female ones do, and they all have 2 thumbs on each hand, whereas bears don't even have hands, and only the males are poisonous. And that's it for Tell It to Someone for this week. If you would like to ask me more questions for Tell It to Someone, for God's sake ask, because I nearly ran out of questions here. There were only 3 questions apart from California Suns, and California Sun doesn't count anyway because he got so many of them and they're so long, usually. Oh, they're upside down. You wrote them upside down. He went to a big effort of writing them upside down. Yeah, I read them upside down. Here's your dovetail question, and the answers to those dovetail questions comes, from last week comes now, if there was any. I think there was 1 or 2. I'm just going to shoehorn whatever they said here into the dovetail question. I'm dangerously talented and I don't have a cool sign-off.